Danke vielmals, dass ihr alle gekommen seid. Es ist mega cool. Mir ist mega gefreut. Welcome for coming to our really first ARmazing event. We're really excited to have you all here. Not just because we released today the first and next gen AR device. We have a super great audience, more than 170 people that registered. That is really staggering. Thank you so much. And among them, we have May. Yes, May. Here from TeamViewer, who came all the way from Germany. So is someone even further, came from further away than Germany? France, yeah. Yeah. Welcome. Yeah, and we also have Mark here from Microsoft, very important figure that actually helped develop the HoloLens, and very honored to have you here. So, Mark, how are you? Yeah. And we have the president of the canton of Bern here, also from the politics, so very honored to have you here as well. Really cool. That's a big sign. Yeah. So, it was already worth it to come just for this audience. But we're not only going to release the super effortless AR device, because afterwards there will be also free snacks, and open bar that you already, I saw, made some use of. If you overdo it, the toilet is right over there. So, but before we start, I just want to take a brief moment to look back. And because 1 year ago, we shipped our first 150 devices. And since then, a lot happened. But 2 years ago, really just after the start of Almer, it looked basically even impossible to do a single device. And now we're here to release the next gen AR device that is going to ship to thousands of people worldwide. So that's a big step for us. So we're really excited for that, and it's big, but that would not have been possible without the trust and continuous feedback of our customers. And we really have the very first customers. Gilligan Logistics, Daniel? Yes, here. They're also here. So thank you so much. You really made that possible. Thank you so much. And also a big thank you to all the partners and investors who backed us. So thank you. And very important is also to the people who made it actually a reality, to all the team members of Almer. We worked insanely hard to make it happen, and I just wanted to say a big thank you. Yeah. It's not working correctly. Yeah, it's not made by Almer. But yeah, why are we here? Why are we here? I mean, this is one of the very first tools that humans made, a piece of stone, basically. And since then, our biology did not change a lot. But our tools changed dramatically, and they became a lot more sophisticated and complex. And we believe that everyone should have access in an effortless way to the best and greatest tools. And that's the reason why we built those AR devices, to give you access. Because AR devices, with the camera and all the sensors, they can really see what I see and kind of understand what I'm doing and use all the intelligence and know-how available to humanity to help me through the next steps and achieve it like superhuman, like a superhuman. And that's really what we want to make available to everyone. And we call that the Arc. Now, the first device we shipped a year ago, and we got a lot of feedback and requests of more customers to ship it worldwide. And we made it a lot better and possible to ship it now worldwide. And we call that, what do you think? Surprise, surprise, the Arc 2. So, yeah. But it's really a big step for us because it's more than a 10 times increase of volume, and that means a lot. So it's not just another iPhone. So thank you. And we want to make this the most effortless AR device. And we set ourselves 3 goals to measure that. So, first, it has to be the most handy and comfy device. Basically, that you nearly forget that you're wearing it. The second goal is that it has the best image quality, not only for the camera, but also for the display, so that you can see it basically have better resolution than reality, so you can see the glitch in the matrix. And it has to be super easy to use. So easy that basically my grandma can use it without my instructions. That's what we want. So let's talk about handiness. So this case that you see, this is the case of the RealWear Navigator 520. It's already a lot, not nice name, but it's one of the finest kind of products in this market at the moment. So you see, 28 centimeters times 37, that's already quite a thing to carry with you if you want to go somewhere. Now, this is the case of the Arc 2, just saying. And there's actually space for more. And even more. So I think you got it right. So we can fit a lot. So it's really, really compact. In fact, it's so compact, you can even have it in a pocket. And I brought one with me, as you can guess. And here it is.
So these great animations are really nice, but I think you're also really wondering what exactly did we put inside this time. So we would like to talk about the other first point, which is comfortability. So you would like to have a device that is augmenting your view, and you would like to have it comfortable. So ideally you can wear it for a full day without actually realizing that you have it on your head. This is partially influenced by weight, and also by other comfort factor on how exactly the weight is distributed. For that, we implemented a new strap design which allows you to distribute the whole weight of the device all around your head. That it makes it so light that you have no idea that you're actually wearing it. Thanks to our customer feedback, we are also able to now detach the strap. So similar to an Apple Watch, where you can change it to different styles and different bands, we can do exactly the same. It also means if you're in surgery, for example, and you'd like to replace the strap or de-infect it, you have the possibility to do so now. But it also allows to be really, really compact, as we saw before. The batteries can fold inwards, and it can collapse down to such a small device that I can actually wear it in my pocket. Now, comfort and compactness is not everything. As we heard before, the second point is the image quality. Now, this is really hard to actually tell you, even though you can't really try it. So we try to visualize it on the technical level. If we zoom into a display, this is the pixel we can see from some of our competitor devices. You need to imagine they are rather small, that you can see it there enlarged. So we increased the pixel resolution so hard that in the end, we have a pixel density which is so advanced. If the next slide is coming. There you go. That it is so dense that the human eye can actually not distinguish any single pixel anymore. It's more than 100 pixels per degree, which is more than what the eye can actually realize. And all of that gives us the capability to actually visually input complex information like CAD files, electrical schematics, and so much more. Not just one or two single verbs. An additional thing on the optical side is that you would like to see the world as it actually is. There's usually a so-called sunglass effect with other devices, that once you wear it, a lot of light is blocked and can't actually reach your eye. With our device now, we are able to remove this fully and make it completely see-through. So no matter what you wear, you actually see the real world as it is. Additionally to that, even the first version of the Arc had a display which was brighter than everything was on the market, 1,600 nits. But even though this was super great, we thought we could do better. And a lot of customers had the idea, we could actually also use it outside. So we increased it. Now we have 3,000 nits, and the brightness is so bright that you can actually use it in broad daylight. Now the optical system is an immense point that is really necessary to make this become a really nice device. But without a good camera, it is basically useless. Which is why we increased our camera to a 25 megapixel camera that allows you to see every detail. So no matter what you do, no matter how much you would like to zoom in, you can see what exactly you are doing. Take this for example, someone who is repairing a motor. An additional thing that you might see here is it's not really visible what exactly we are doing, which is why we have the widest field of view that is currently on the market as a primary camera in an AR device. 106-degree diagonal field of view. It is so large that you can actually see what you're doing, not just some small details, but you can actually see the whole thing you're doing. And in this case, we are actually repairing a motorcycle. Now, another thing which usually gets forgotten is how easy it is to actually use the device. So you need to imagine that these devices are not yet as mainstream as a smartphone, even though hopefully we all hope that this is going to be the case one day. It is really important that people can use it, ideally with no onboarding, with no training beforehand, and ideally also no user manual. For this, we have partially buttons to interact with the device. But we also implemented 4 microphones into our device that allows to be completely steerable with only your voice. These 4 microphones, they do a thing called beamforming to actually remove all the ambient noise around you so that you can be in a really loud industrial environments and nothing can be heard. It listens to every voice and every word that you're actually saying, and it actually does what you want to do. And it is so great that we can actually show you in real time how it actually works. So for this, we have a device here, and it's plugged in so you can actually see what is going on. So I'm going to put it on. So what you currently see is exactly the same thing I can see. And one thing you can see is I can navigate around with my buttons at the top right, but I can also navigate in certain areas. So let's say I would like to do call support. And it navigates right there what I would like to do. Now in the same way, for example, if I would like to go back, I can say, return. Sometimes it's a little laggy, there you go. And so a lot of things are possible here. And also, really quickly, I can be inside of a call. So we are currently online. So if someone is to call me, boom, there we go. I can only accept the call and be right in it. Let's see who is calling us. So we can see someone in the audience is actually wearing a device. So Niklas over here. Now it is quite dark, so it's a little bit hard to see. But Niklas, it's perfect that you're on here. Maybe you can bring us a glass of water if you're already on it. Thirsty, exactly. I think we have actually water. So as you can see, really quickly we can start a call and actually do what we would like to do. Okay, so what you can see with these voice commands, these are great and they work actually quite good. But they have one big problem. To actually have a navigation which is easy to use, there needs to be usually so-called global commands implemented, as you can see here. So something like navigate back, navigate home, and so on, because you can't always write everything on the screen. And so to do that, you actually need to know these by heart. So these are the commands of a competitor device. And if you don't know them by heart, well, you can't navigate. So that's not easy to use at all. So we told us, well, we can't do this, we need to do something better. Which is why we are happy to introduce you what we currently are working on, which we call the Almer Smart Assistant. So what exactly is the Almer Smart Assistant? The idea is that no matter what you would like to do, the device actually understands you and performs the action at hand. So let's say, for example, I would like to open a camera app. So I can say, open camera. So that's pretty obvious. But what I can also say is, capture this moment, for example. And the device actually understands what I would like to do. It opens the camera and it takes a picture. And that works for everything. So let's say I can say, I need to document this. Or I can say, what a nice machine. Can I take a picture? So no matter how elaborated the phrase is, the device understands the actual thing I want to do and actually performs it. So without learning any sort of predefined phrases at all. So the current hardware that we introduce now will be able to run this as well. Another thing which is really important is that device actually runs for a certain while. We increased the battery capacity to 1,800 milliamp hours, which allows you to use the device more than just one day. But nevertheless, let's say you actually use it a lot. It might actually be empty one day, or after a certain time. So we implemented a new charging concept, which allows the device to be fully charged from 20 to 80% in only 15 minutes. So in case you actually run out of battery one day, you can only have a quick snack and you're going to be fully charged again.
Thank you. So, looking back, our 3 goals. How did we do? Most handy and comfy device? What do you think? Yeah, we got that. Best image quality? Yeah. Yeah. And easy to use? Yeah, even my grandma can use it. Yes. Yeah, but I mean, now you saw that that's all nice, but we thought we give you also just a live demonstration because we like it spicy. And so you can see actually how it really looks. So Timo.
So let's see. We can see here that Repair Jacobo seems to be online, so let's see if he's around. With one click, we can start a call that is now from my laptop to a device.
Yeah, and expert Timo knows everything and can certainly help. Right. You're welcome. Here we are.
Hello. Perfect.
Hello. Jacobo, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Right.
My chain seems to be a bit stuck, but I don't know.
I don't know.
The tool is not really correct for this kind of task.
Oh yeah. Can you help him, please?
Yeah, we're certified
Maybe this
mechanical
one?
engineers. Yeah, that's always a good choice.
Very nice. So we would love to help, but we also need to continue. So thank you very much, Jacobo. And we'll see you afterwards.
Like
Great.
this?
So let's see who else is here. Oh, Doctor Strange.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, that's strange.
Let's see.
Okay. Probably all your phones are blocking the connection. Voilà.
Pretty well
Okay, it seems like a bad moment.
Set him up now, everything is fine. Doctor, can you help me please?
Oh, is there a doctor in the audience?
We might have someone who helps here. Okay. It doesn't look really well here. It doesn't look really well.
We have clinical remote systems. Doctors, everything is
I think you need to cut it.
We're in a remote call with the Almer Arc. Everything is fine. We need a specialist for drugs. The patient is waking up.
So we're sure you can handle this alone, but in case we would be expert, we would be loving to help you guys. So have a really nice trip here.
And a good barbecue.
Thank you. We will try out this.
Yeah, but just that you also see something, how actually our customers are using it, thankfully in a more serious manner also. We also show you here one.
Unser Büro ist weit weg von der Produktion und es ist dann sehr flexibel, wenn wir in der Produktion anrufen können und sagen können, dass sie die Almer-Brille aufsetzen, dann können wir direkt vor Ort im Büro sitzen und quasi verbinden auf die Brille und können dann dem Maschinenbediener behilflich sein und über die Almer-Brille zum Beispiel mit einem Pfeil zeigen, wo er einen Sensor wechseln kann oder welches Kabel zum Beispiel defekt ist oder an welche Position er den Roboter schieben muss, damit er zum Beispiel in den Großstellungsbereich hinbewegt und ihm so behilflich sein und das erspart uns sehr viel Zeit.
Häufig ist immer ein Notfall gesehen, wenn ein Mitarbeiter im Krankenstand irgendwo vielleicht im Ausland oder nicht verfügbar sagt, komm, leg das Brille an, versuchen wir das Problem so lösen. Und so haben wir eigentlich fast die meisten Fälle so können bewältigen. Ja.
Yeah. Yeah, very authentic and yeah, very rewarding to see actually we can really do something meaningful that helps them. And actually, this slide I just added this morning because we got those pictures this morning on my phone from Cablex, who's using it to install antennas for Swisscom and Sunrise. And so they used the Almer Arc to verify that they made the right connections without losing their hands and falling down. Yeah, but we also had a fourth goal, and that is to deliver incredible value to our customers. And we not only sell the Arc 2, but also the software and the support, really out of the box. That is very unique because beforehand you had to buy a device for quite a lot of money, and then you need to search for a software that works together with it. And then you needed to verify that it works, install, configure everything, and that makes it a lot slower until you could actually start using it and much more costly. So we have one point of contact and we have the Arc 2 optimized together with the software. Also, we offer it everything as a subscription. So you don't need to pay multiple thousands or in 3,500 to even get started, right? So that's a really important thing that we can really make it available to everyone. And the support is super unique because we just don't want to discuss. If you manage to break it, you get a new one. So
Should be a challenge.
Yeah, and concerning the software, I'm really happy to announce today also that we're starting a partnership and a tight collaboration together with the global leader of remote support, TeamViewer. Welcome, Mary. Yeah, so May is Chief Product Officer and Technology Officer of TeamViewer. First, you grew up in China, right? Yes, and then studied in Canada and was a software engineer at IBM. Yeah, very impressive. Yeah, no, I think it's impressive what you did, and after other companies joining TeamViewer. And so, thank you so much for coming, and it's a pleasure to collaborate with you. And yeah, I give you the mic.
Sounds good. And I probably need some collaboration, teamwork, just not to even come up to this step. It's teamwork. So first I want to say congratulations, Sebastian, team, and the entire Almer team. It's an amazing journey. Even though I wasn't here in the beginning with you, but I also saw just in the last 6 months of having a TeamViewer, the amazing progress that you have made working with us on that side. So congratulations, this is an amazing milestone, and I hope you also enjoyed all the presentations, the fun, and the more fun after this round of talks. So, so TeamViewer, how many people actually use TeamViewer already? So I can just skip all the introductions. So good, thank you. Thank you for being a customer of TeamViewer. And I hope also you will learn a bit more about what else TeamViewer does and why the Almer devices are so interesting for us in the in the next set of applications we do. And certainly I hope that through our collaboration that our application will be for fun as well, but for real industrial use. Okay, so maybe next slide. So just very, very quickly, some TeamViewer in numbers. It's about 17 years old, a little older, still a teenager, a lot of energy, and about 2.5 billion devices installed, and about, at this point, over 600,000 SMB and enterprise customers. It has certainly grown a lot through COVID, and I think COVID, with all the challenges that it caused the world, I think it also accelerated the digitization process. A lot of different aspects of how we communicate with each other, how we, and a personal situation as well as in the work setting has changed and is likely to have changed forever due to this. And as part of this TeamViewer, as you know, probably most of you use it for remote, maybe just go to the next slide, just quickly, remote connectivity, but at this point, it's not just the computers, the laptops, the phones, the iPad, have computers in the many industrial devices also, including a coffee machine, including that windmill, including a lockbox. There's so many more. We're not even talking about the GEs and the Ford and all the industrial car manufacturing companies that are so far more advanced in the smart factory, smart manufacturing. So we as a company certainly want to take that base technology of remote IT support as a core use case, but expanding it into what I think you already demonstrated, integrated after-sales support, so that broken bike could also be a aerospace engine. Yeah, and also we'll also discuss some of the other use cases. Remote training is likely to offer a better outcome because people can interact with a 3D model. People can be much more structured with automated workflow, etc., right? So we see a huge use case of AR technology in training, in support, in inspection, so that it can be much better documented rather than go, yeah, this person coming in just on the paper clip checked the checkbox. There's actually, through the AR devices, have an auditability going forward. So we see immense number of different type of use cases through these augmented reality devices, including smart glasses, smartphones, and capture the data as it happens so that we can take it back and do a lot more learning, analytics, and in the future, automation. So, as maybe next slide, as we just get to my last slide. This is not me talking, right? So how has it been as a company working with Almer? As Sebastian said, I'm here to announce that we have entered a strategic partnership, but this is not just a piece of paper or a announcement we're going to make on each of our website, on our LinkedIn pages. We actually have integration. It's working. Woo! We will have an integrated solution, right? Take all the nice stuff that Timo demonstrated. We'll have an integrated solution with a bundled pricing and that all those check marks, the ease of use, yes, all in one, right? So customer get simple, no gimmick, no hassle, right? So that's kind of the simplicity we want to preserve. And honestly, this, looking back at the journey like this, looking at the industry as a whole, it really touched us as a software company, right? So we're not into hardware devices, but we really enjoyed first and foremost is we share the common goal. We do believe that augmented reality will be the next level of innovation, the next level of just a step up that I think the frontline worker will need. And it's high energy, very entrepreneur-like, and this is a very, very good partnership from that angle. The second one is I really like the choices that you all have made. We are not trying to just be doing one device for everyone. You're not trying to create a one-size-fits-all solution. You made conscious design choices. We went through many of them. I'm pretty sure there are other options. I'm pretty sure by the time you fit all of that other things, it will be just as big as what you have shown. So those choices are important. Because if you want to solve a problem, you're not always, Swiss Army knife, right? That's maybe not always be the best tool, but it's, it could be. And the third one, I hope that I'll be able to spend some time with you this evening, is I really like the commitment to excellence. We've had sessions with our product team, and every single time we bring up something with camera, with wearability, with whatever how big it is or how small it is, you took it to heart. And we really appreciate that the collaboration that we have, and we hope that there'll be 3, 4 going forward, and continue to have that level of collaboration and innovation in mind. Congratulations again.
149 per month for everything, and goes up to 249 if you want to have also worker step-by-step instructions. So really good price, and we really are committed to bring that to a lot and make it available. And it will be available in March.